Our program continues with our reporter Laura Windsor. She reports on the effects of Chow Qigong on the stresses of daily life.
For many of us, it seems that stress is never ending. Dr. Chow spoke with us about the varying levels of stress and how it affects our bodies and our daily lives.
People think that stress is something, chaotic or a problem. But Dr. Hans Selye, who coined the word stress, the meaning of stress is the innate response of the individual to any given situation. So that means you decide to get up, that's stressful. You decide what to wear, that's stressful. And you decide what to eat, or whether you're going to go to work, whether you're going to go to play, etc. That's the innate response to any of those things. But ordinarily, we can cope with that because we have certain coping skills. However, if there's more, like for example, deciding whether you're going to apply for a raise in job, that then goes beyond the regular stress, and you better have some extra skills to deal with that and to be able to relax while you're carrying out that process. So that's just a situation. Or someone gets sick in the family, and that's an additional trauma that is creating additional stress, so that you need further skills to cope with that. And that's what Qigong and Chinese medicine does. And Chow Qigong, we've been very successful with dealing with people who are stressed to the point of depression and emotional problems. And we have certain criteria. Again, I said we deal with what their life situation is. And so Qigong, though, is to balance the energy within the body. And when we talk about balancing the energy, from a Western standpoint, it means affecting the balance of the lymphatic system and increasing the circulation, proper increase in circulation and balance of your blood system. And therefore, if you have good blood circulation, you are bringing proper oxygenation to the cells and bringing good nutrient and also facilitating metabolism of the food. And then also proper circulation will help you to feel warmer. And oftentimes people get cold hands and cold feet. That's because your circulation is blocked. And so that we talk about then opening up the circulation. And we talk about certain energy channels being blocked and affecting certain signs and symptoms. So that stress can create all these minor problems, but they can be very major. For example, if you can't eat, you lose your appetite, or you can't sleep, or you get nervous, and with everything you kind of jump, when ordinarily you don't, or that your bowels, irritable bowel syndrome, or pain, or now Western medicine even now is saying that stress is a precursor of all conditions, including cancer, heart, and diabetes, arthritis, asthma. So that stress as a factor can go right from very normal stress to excessive stress. And that's where then you equate it to the degree of the disease or the dis-ease, then moving on to disease.
It's been said that stress can make us grow old before our time. While we were talking to Dr. Chow about stress, we asked her about the benefits of Qigong with respect to anti-aging and vitality.
I don't like the word anti-aging because we grow old gracefully, let's say, instead of, fearful of aging and et cetera. And then, of course, the ultimate is fearful of death. And so rejuvenation for me is at any level that you are and you have improvement. You look better, you feel better, you look younger. Yes, that's important, but it's not only that. And you have better mobility. So rejuvenate at all levels, even your sexual ability, sensual ability, and so at all levels of emotion, spirit, and physical. So that, for example, working with a post-stroke, a person who is paralyzed, unilaterally, we're very successful in getting strokes walking and mobilizing again properly, not dragging their leg, you know, like you see a lot of rehab patients do, and that they're limping along, but actually getting them to walk properly. So that is rehabilitation. So for people who are well, then it's for them to get into better health and the optimum health. And so then along with it goes with improved looks. Most of my clients, whether it was coming in for rejuvenation, every time they said, wow, you look 10 years younger, you know, and you look so stately, and their posture and their breath. And so it's bringing oxygen to all the cells in the body, including their mental cells, their mind cells, and all the different organs, so that rejuvenation means at all levels.
While we were on the subject of stress in our modern lives, we asked Dr. Chow if she could offer any tips for our audience.
One thing I have my people do is take an inventory of all the good things about oneself and make a file. Because when we get into depression, when we get stressed out, and when we're facing the problems that we're facing, we can't think about anything good. And that's not a time. So when you have this file of something good about yourself, you can pull it out in times of duress. And when you start reading it, the energy starts to escalate, and you forget, and you say, wow, am I that? Yes, it is, you know, and you start to build. And the concept about thinking positively will start you spiraling upward instead of downward.